Let me log in.
Sure, go ahead.
So can I have a small brief intro about yourself?
I'm actually into SAP App.
Okay.
I have done two projects on SAP App, so I'm looking to move into functional SD. I know how SD Pro works.
Okay. So basically, SD process, the functional side, if you see, means the process thing, okay? So how a whole process is mapped in sales and distribution model, that is starting from the inquiry, then quotation, then order, then delivery, then billing. Okay, the whole process, how smoothly, can cover it up as per the business requirement. That covers the whole sales and distribution part. Okay, so in this we have customizing settings, those things which you have to learn from the functional point of view. Okay, so let's say. So
Tell me one thing. The course structure what you have given me earlier. What will be the Yeah, tell me.
Who shared the course content?
Shravanti.
Okay, fine. Yeah, tell me.
So what will be the different from if you are implementing SAP for the first time, so what will be the key differences, or what all topics that you're covering from implementation point of view?
Yeah, basically, you start from the enterprise structure. You need to define the enterprise structure. You need to assign the enterprise structure. That will be the first thing. Then after this only, you will be working on the master datas. You need to build up customer master data. You need to build up product master datas, and you need to build up a lot of other master datas like customer material info record. That is one master data. Then output master data. Then you have incompletion master data. Then you have pricing procedures. Sorry, pricing master data. There are a lot of pricing. Master data. You need to build it up. After doing all this master data, then only you will go for the transaction setup. Okay, so as per your client requirement, what all the transactions they are using day to day. Is it a salesman? What are the sales processes? In sales, so they have different business, special business process. Something like they use some normal sales order. Sometimes they use contract. Sometimes they use some rush orders, cash sales. There are different business processes. So we should know
back order
business process they are using. So depends upon that, we have to do the settings, customizing settings accordingly. So we have certain controls for doing this transaction, the whole sales document. So we'll be learning all those things. Then once the sales is done, then comes the delivery part. So in the delivery process, what are the delivery related customizing we have to know, we'll be learning. And even the delivery itself, there are sub-processes are there. Okay, so those sub-processes also will be learning. So once the delivery process is completed, then goes for the billing part. So in the billing part, we'll be learning, how the billing documents are set up, what is the customizing behind this, and what is called a billing plan type, and how the billing, is created. How in what all the ways you can create a billing document through sales order or through delivery document. How it is like criteria, as per the criteria, how you can create a billing document. So all those things you can see.
And will you be teaching any interaction with SDMM and cross-functional like SDMM, SDPP?
Cross-functional, if you see, the MM and SD, if you think, the material master itself is a MM. You have know the transaction, you might have material master. So this material master itself is like a this is one transaction where different models uses. SD we use this material master, and the material management, that part also is used in the same material management, and PP production model, they use this material management. So whenever I use some of the stocks, when you want to check the stocks, you use this material management model. And in the same manner, when you want to do some vendors, let's say you are purchasing some raw materials from the vendor side, okay, then actually SD is not relevant to that. But if you want to learn, those things, it is, you have those part also.
Are you gonna?
How to procure your material from the vendor, and how to
I know about the procurement. Yeah. Okay. I'm not asking into how the procurement process occurs and how you raise a purchase order, a purchase requisition, and stock transfers. I'm not talking about those kind of stuff, but any integration between SD and MM or SD and PP.
Basically, I mean, this training doesn't cover this integration part much. This covers the whole certification part of the SD. Okay, so where it covers from the starting from the scratch, like how to define basic settings from the sales and distribution. Okay, so that you can run the whole sales and delivery and billing process smoothly.
Okay.
So I think, I mean, how long, I mean, you have the experience in SAP?
1 year.
1 year. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll just show you, I mean, if you know the whole process, I mean, no need to show. I mean, if you want to show me a whole process, I will just run a whole process.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
go ahead.
Have you seen the whole process? I don't know.
I mean, I have seen VS01, the VS02, VS03, and VL0 and VL0012, and
let's say, okay, you know, right? So I don't use that. Okay.
I know the order type because I'm not into the organization structure. When I joined into the, when I joined into the SAP implementation, already the organization structure and the master data has been set up, so it's not into that part. So, but I know how a sales order we create, how their incompletion logs, how we create a delivery. I'm not into customization, but mostly into the.
Okay.
So, but I did not work upon. Okay.
Okay, just see the process. I'm just creating an inquiry document. Okay. See, these things I am able to run because I mean I have done the customizing. That's why I'm able to run the process smoothly. So I'm just entering a customer. Okay. And I'm choosing a material. And let's say quantity is 10. Let's say the customer is inquiring for some specific material for quantity 10. So
okay.
we are making this as a record in the as a inquiry document. Okay, and I'm saving this document. Okay, one document is created. That is one some 00000050. Okay, let me copy this number. Now, in response to the customer, okay, we need to send a quotation. That's how the business process is. So for sending the quotation, I use this transaction VA21. Okay, and use a specific sales document type QT. Okay, and since I'm going to refer this with the inquiry document, so I click with this, create with the reference, give the inquiry document, and let's say I go to item selections. Let's say whenever this customer purchase this material, okay, we can't sell it for 10 quantities, we can sell it for only for 5 quantities. So I just make this 5. Okay, not more than 5 we can sell. So
no, it's not. That's the reason we are getting that.
We'll end in 5 minutes then. 1 second.
Yeah, we can continue till 5 minutes until.
Sure. Fine. Okay. I mean, if it get disconnected, it will be. Again, it will take time to connect. Fine. I just now created a quotation from the inquiry. Even I give a validity date also. That is a quotation always as a business process. You cannot offer a material for special price for a longer time. Okay, you need to set up like within 1 month or 2 months. The customer wants to avail, they can avail. Otherwise, it will be expired. So you should have a validity due date. That is a mandatory one. Okay, and I save this. Now I created a quotation from the inquiry. So now I have created a quotation. This is the quotation number. So let me note down this quotation number. 5000156. Let's copy this. Now let's say I want to create an order from this. Okay. So as you know, this order transaction. So it's VA01. I'm going to VA01 now. let's say standard order type OR, and here also I'm using this create with reference. So here using the quotation document I'm going to create an order. So what is my quotation document is this one, just now I created. So okay, so right now I just simply create copy. So as that time I used item selection, right? Now I'm just clicking is copy. It will just copy the same thing, whatever is there in the quotation, same thing will get copied for order document. Okay, now the same material, 5 pieces which is there in the quotation, the same thing is came up here. Okay, now this is the order document, so I'm just saving this document. All the other data, whatever you see, no, everything is coming from the master data. So everything is populated from the master data. So you have not even singly entering any values. Okay, everything is getting copied from the different some from the master data, from some from the preceding documents. Okay, like quotations and queries in those documents, whatever the data are there, those are getting copied. So this is my order.
So whenever we create a
14107.
quotation, one quick question. So whenever we are creating a quotation, so the ATP will run, or only during the sales order the ATP will run?
Mostly in the sales order only, I mean, it will be run. That becomes meaningful rather than quotation, because whenever the customer is confirming that, I mean, he want to place an order. Okay, so that time only you will run the ATP. In the quotation part, we are just giving information to the customer. Okay, so that time, I mean, it is not required to run a ATP.
Okay.
Now, this is my sales order. Okay, let's say from this sales order, I want to do a delivery.
Okay.
So I go to the change mode of the sales order. Go to sales document menu and click on deliver. Okay, so automatically a delivery document is created. So I mean, just showing you here, but in the background there are a lot of customizing we have to do. Okay, in the class only, I mean, I can discuss all those things. So here a delivery document is created from the specific sales order. So you can see the same material by quantities. Just save this delivery document first. Okay, a delivery document is created 8016852. Now go to the change mode of this. So under the delivery, I have told you there are some sub process we need to do. Okay, so some of these sub processes like picking, packing, okay, and goods issue. These are the main sub process which we do. So let's say, for example, to do the picking process, there is a sub process called transfer order. What happened means, actually, I mean, during the delivery time, okay, the person who is working in the warehouse, okay, you get a slip of paper where it contains these are the materials, these are the quantities, and he will directly go to that specific location and he will collect the product of specific quantities as per the order, and he comes to the staging area where he packs the goods and put it in the truck, that is in the load. I mean, he will load the goods in the truck. That is what called as picking, packing, and goods issue. Okay, so I'm just creating a transfer order. Transfer order is nothing but a list of it's like a slip, okay, where it has these are the materials and these are the quantities which needs to pick it up. So the person will go and collect it and confirm that this many quantities has been picked. So once I do this transfer order, again I go to my delivery document. Once the transfer order is confirmed, again I go to my delivery document. So delivery quantity is 5. Okay. Now if we come to the picking part, under the picking tab, it says the picked quantity is also 5. So it means it is so once you do this post issue, then only the whole delivery process will get completed. Okay, now delivery is completely come done. Now after this I need to do a billing. Okay, so to do a billing, just copy this and go to billing transaction. So for billing you can use this transaction.
VF01.
Yeah, VF0. Okay, you know means fine. Go to billing part and I'm giving the delivery documents reference. That is, here I am doing the billing, delivery related billing. Okay, once the delivery is done, then only I can do the billing. So that part I am doing. So just press enter. So system automatically creates an invoice for this specific delivery. Okay, this is the invoice document which is created. That is a description of the material. This is the material, 5 pieces according to the net value. Okay, and I'm saving this. Okay, document is created, billing document. Now, if I go to change mode of this document, open. Let's say I want to see the whole document. Okay, what all things I have created. Just press on the document flow. There's a small button called document flow. Select it.
Yeah, I know that.
Now you can see the whole process. First we created the inquiry, then the quotation, then the order, then the delivery, and from the invoice. Okay, now it goes to the FICO part, that is financial accounting. There they will take care of this accounting document. Okay, so our sales and distribution process, it's come from the whole sales orders, then delivery process, and then the billing part. Okay, so this is the demo which actually, if you set up the whole customizing properly, then you can run it smoothly. Otherwise, if there is any change in the customizing, see, when I do it from order to delivery, automatically a delivery document comes with. Behind that, there are several customizations out there. In the same manner, when I'm doing a billing document using a delivery document, there is behind some customizations out there. Okay, those customizations, only the functional control, they will be doing at this, in the IMG screen. First thing is setting up the enterprise structure. Okay, the whole thing, like how to create a company code, how to create a sales organization, distribution channel, division, how to create a plant, how to create a shipping point, how to create a storage location. So these all things comes under the organizational, and how we need to assign these organizational units. Okay, and talking about the customer master data. Within the customer master data also we have several customizings. Okay, how the customer master data fields needs to be shown, and what is called account group. Okay, what is the importance in the account groups we have. In the same manner, material management. Under the material management, what all the views required for sales and distribution. And the same manner we have other master data like customer and material info record. So this is just a combination of the customer and the material. With the customer and the material, you can set up some data which can be useful in the doing the transaction part. Okay, so all these things, there are so many things. Apart from that, pricing is one more topic. Apart from sales process, delivery process, and billing process, there is one more topic, big topic of pricing, which we will be discussing. Okay, there you will be learning how this automatic price comes. Okay, what is the technique behind this, and how the
Condition
system
tables,
fetches how the system fetches all these values. So all those things.
Okay.
Okay, so this is all. From my side. To give an overview. You have any questions apart from that?
If required, can you able to tell me about how we integrate SD with or PP or warehouse management after the end of the standard what you're telling?
Yeah, after this, if possible, you have time, I can give some documents. Okay, where you can have a self through on it.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, because this is a structured training, so this alone will cover near to 35 to 40 hours. That's why.
Okay.
And if you're planning to do, what is your best time? Time?
Evening, I mean morning times of Indian IST is morning. I'm in US
Okay.
actually,
You're from which
so
location, you said?
Texas, Central
Okay.
Texas.
So you prefer to have morning session, I mean, in your location, I mean, your timing or how?
Evening in evening timings.
Your okay, okay. Fine. This timing is okay?
Yeah, this is fine. No issues.
Hello? Okay, okay. Fine, you will
Yeah,
get
this is
back with
fine with me.
Shravanti or other, I mean, whoever is the contact person to you, you can just get back to him and you can fix that time, okay?
Sure.
Fine, Sandeep, that's it, I mean,
And
from
will
my
you
side.
be sending me any
And
materials or PPTs?
yeah. What all the
One more
things
question.
I discuss after the class, I will send the PPT.
Okay. I mean, are you sending? Will you be sending any materials or
I'll be
PPTs
sharing
or what's?
the certification. I'll be sharing
Okay.
the certification material whichever I discuss in the class, the same thing I'll
Uh-huh.
share with you.
Okay. Sure.
Fine then. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks
Okay
for
then.
attending.
Thank you. Okay. Good day then. Bye bye.